Welcome back to a new Pokemon Scarlet Violet Riddles video. We're going to look at something that may have dropped a bunch of leaks for us via riddles from the Chinese community. This is a new leak that I haven't covered myself on the channel before, and we're going to go over some of the old leaks that we know have been confirmed. We're going to go over the official trailer that of course is being confirmed and overlap them with these new leaks to see what is and isn't confirmed. Now these leaks actually go back to before the trailer. I just haven't covered them, of course. They're fairly new, but they did come out before the trailer. They were present on Chinese social media, so we're gonna have a look at that stuff now and see more new information that may be given to us via these riddles. Bam! This is it. Now, a very important note to talk about before we dissect this image is that a lot of the people out there who like to dissect riddles are sitting on the argument that this is fake. Well, I have news for you guys. The argument that that picture is fake comes from this 4chan post, which is the original post that posted it, passing it on from the Chinese social media, where a lot of people just snowballed the argument that it is fake. But they got basic assumptions wrong here. They're talking about Ku disputing what's shown in the picture, which is in fact false, okay? He does not, what he says and what he has verified, and also what we have verified in these Chinese leaks, which are verified leaks, do overlap with this, and the people in here are arguing that it doesn't, okay? Ku is also backed up what is in here, and these people are saying that this picture contradicts it, which it doesn't, okay? So that's a big thing. Another thing is they're saying that the accounts that have posted it don't exist on the social media that they're looking for, the Chinese social media. And that's shown in pictures like this, which is supposedly put forward as the original Sun and Moon Chinese Riddler. I don't know about that, but the people are saying that this account is fake or doesn't exist. They're saying that this account doesn't exist. And honestly, all that really comes down to is these people, these English-speaking kids, not able to use Chinese social media properly. And they don't know which one to look at. So that's all it is. They're just saying it doesn't exist. Of course, these accounts exist. That's where we're getting our information from, okay? So whoever is just saying that, it's just starting to snowball this it's fake argument, and people adopt it very easily. But I'm not convinced. I am not convinced that this is just dismissed as fake, especially because the arguments are actually wrong. So let's look at the picture. Now, not only are we going to look at the picture, but I'm also going to show you where we're getting credible sources we know that are correct that overlap with this picture. This picture does go back to before the trailer, so we got a lot of tells in here. Now, I'm going to start with the starters here. You can tell which ones are obviously the starters. We have a two-legged cat evolution. Now you can guess Sprigatito, or is that what it is? Sprigatito is going to be the one who evolves, and yes, it's going to have two legs according to this riddle leak, okay? Now, the typings for this Pokemon is supposed to be Grass Dark. The reason I think this picture was chosen to corroborate that is the fact that it looks like a jungle-ish Pokemon, which might be a tribute to Zarude, which is also Grass Dark, and it also looks really like Incineroar, a grass version of Incineroar, which is of course Fire Dark, which is why I think this does corroborate the Grass Dark typing we know are in the other confirmed leaks. The two leaks I'm talking about that do confirm the typings for the final evolutions of the starters are this Chinese Uncle Saga write-up. It shows us the starter types right here. So we have Grass Dark, Fire Ghost, and Water Fighting. They're going to be the three types of typings. But this has also been confirmed for us by Riddler Ku. This was the dissection of the Pokemon Masters X typings for the different starters here, which are corroborated by our Chinese Uncle Saga leaks, okay? So very, very nice overlap there. As far as I'm concerned, that is still tied in with this picture. I'm not convinced that this is anything other than Grass Dark. Anyway, people suggested it might be Grass Fighting because it's a cheetah warrior, but I think that's supposed to make it look more like Incineroar. It's supposed to give the Incineroar vibes, okay? And it's jungly as well, giving me personally Zarude vibes is on top of that, which are both Grass Dark, Fire Dark, okay? But moving on to the next starter is this one. We have our Duck in Armor, a medieval knight, which can only be fighting type, guys. I mean, people suggested steel. It's a good guess, but it's a knight. It's made for fighting. That's what a knight does. So this goes in overlaps with the water fighting typing for our duck. And there's our water fighting type, but Fire Ghost is the most interesting one here. What about this picture? What about this dragon suggests Fire Ghost? Well, let me explain to you guys. This dragon strongly resembles the character from Mulan, the original Mulan, the red dragon, Mushu, who is a guardian, or you could talk about it being a spirit. So that really ties in with the ghost aspect of what this evolution might be for the final starter, the fire starter here. I do think that's what it's supposed to be. It's either a guardian slash spirit slash fire Pokemon. That's what it's going to turn out to be. And I think people might very well be happy with its style of evolution too. Considering a lot of people will be disappointed about the two-legged aspect for their grass starter, I don't think anyone is going to be worried about the evolution for this one. But as for this one, they were worried this might also be two-legged too. However, it looks like it's going to be a four-legged, but mostly floating, possibly floating slash flying kind of style, like a Gyarados style fire dragon Pokemon. But it's actually going to be Fire Ghost, right? So that's going to be cool. I think that's what those three are. They're the starters, in my opinion. They're very clearly placed in the middle of the page here. So those are going to be our three starters. And the argument for why this was fake was a lot of people suggesting that that's not the case in the picture. The typings that I just explained in detail were not shown in the picture. That was their argument. But what do you guys think? Do you think we made a fair argument for why these typings do overlap with verified leaks? Next big one, another big verification for this leak is the bull here. Now, people were looking at this bull, they were suggesting it might be fire type. It has steam coming out of the nose, but I don't really suggest that just looking at this picture right here suggests to me that it's fire type. I don't think so. It doesn't really scream fighting type either. However, what we do know from previous leaks is we are going to be getting a regional fighting type Tauros, and that is what this picture is supposed to represent. So let's have a look at the leaks. This part right here claims for our Tauros, which was actually teased in the official trailer, guys. This is the Minotaur-based fighting type Tauros regional variant. And in the trailer, it's teased right before our very eyes on this boy's t-shirt in the official trailer, folks. There's no ifs or buts about it. It's happening. It also fits very perfectly with the whole Spain theme. It would be crazy for them not to include it after teasing it on the t-shirt and the whole theme going by Spain like that. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic to say, no, there's not going to be a Tauros, okay? It's not realistic. Every piece of evidence that we have here strongly suggests there is going to be. Now, this is being the official trailer, and this having come out before the official trailer really screams that this is on the point. It's worth mentioning as well that Riddler Coup has pointed out to us that we are going to be getting one of these as well, the Tauros. And there's another thing to corroborate this leak too. This Pokemon right here, everyone suggesting is Dunsparce. Okay, people are expecting to get a regional variation of Dunsparce and hopefully an evolution too. Okay, but what about the credibility to that? Well, that's a very, very new piece of information that does not appear in the Uncle Saga write-ups. However, we do have Riddler Coup towing in on this one from a whole different source, a whole different argument, or conversation entirely, suggesting that we are going to be getting a Dunsparce in this game. That info is right here. So Matt over here said, I will not rest until Dunsparce has an evolution. Please, Game Freak. Now, Riddler Coup weighs in here saying, mark this one. Okay, so suggesting that, yes, we are going to get a Dunsparce or a Dunsparce evolution for the new region for Gen 9. That's very, very exciting stuff. So that you can make of it that you will. Like, he had no reason to say mark this one. He doesn't really just wade in like that unless there was something he wants to verify or disprove. It looks like he's proving or verifying this one for us that there is something to do with Dunsparce in this Gen 9, which ties in with our picture now. This has, of course, nothing to do with the picture from what he was talking about with Matt there. Nothing at all. It was completely just one fan's desire to want to get a Dunsparce, and he waded in confirming it for him. So this is what that picture is. A lot of people talking about that being the Dunsparce here. Now, information that I've been privy to that we haven't seen anywhere else so far is the third legendary dragon, which I believe is this picture right here. The third legendary dragon is going to be a black evil dragon. I don't know the typings, but I do know that this is part of the story. So we are going to be getting that third dragon. It's most likely going to be rideable like the other two legendaries, which of course do not feature in this picture, as far as I can tell, no. So we did get the 2 legendaries revealed, but we do have a 3rd dragon, which looks scary as hell. Doesn't look like anything like we have seen from the other 2. But it has a chicken head and it's got wings like a dragon. It's got a dragon body, chicken legs, and chicken head. So I'll be very curious to see what we get out of that. But the fact that I did hear and see leaks about the 3rd black dragon coming in and it overlapping with this picture kind of nicely, I think that also adds some more credibility to this whole post. Okay, so now to briefly touch on the last remaining things. We have Churro's Pokemon, which to me, I have no basis for what this might be from something that exists at the moment. I think this will just be a brand new thing, but it does fit with the whole Spain theme, so I'm going to put this down as a new Pokemon. We have something down here. I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. Some people may suggest this is going to be a new Wooper, okay? That's a suggestion, a strong suggestion here, that we're going to get a regional form of Wooper, but they don't have much more to go on. So this might be very well a Wooper. People suggest this might be a regional variant of Heliolisk, okay? That's a possibility. It's definitely the only Pokemon, the only animal that I could closely resemble to a Pokemon. So if anything, it will be the Heliolisk, and it will have to be a regional variant for that. As for this one, it could very well be a new Pokemon. Because it's pink, it may be poison or fairy type. People were suggesting a possible fairy type Arbok, an Ekans line. That's possible, but it's far-fetched. It could be anything, guys. Honestly, it could still be anything. And the pink and purple give it away as a possible fairy or poison type. Psychic, also psychic. That could toe in there. As for the ball of fire, like I said again, anything. This could be absolutely anything. It's definitely not going to be a Voltorb Electrode. There's just no chance of that, having gotten our history and forms for that Pokemon only recently. There's no way they're going to be doing it again. What other ball Pokemon are there out there? I don't know. I can't think of one right now. But anyway, guys, I don't think this is going to be anything that we know or are familiar with. It's probably going to be a brand new Pokemon, in my opinion. But let's talk about the evidence for Wooper real quick, because this one also has some backed up evidence, which people are suggesting is this, because it kind of looks like the beta Wooper. Okay, that's the reason why, by the way. It kind of looks like the beta Wooper, and the beta Wooper was absolutely adorable. So hopefully that's what they're tying in here. Now, this is a riddle from Riddler Coup, of course, okay? And it basically was cracked by this guy here, went all out and just completely demolished it, which is crazy because it's just a bunch of numbers on screen. I wouldn't even be arsed to begin trying to crack that, not at all. But what he cracked it as was a water ground type, and he pointed out that the only gens with water ground types are 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And the water types that we could get are from Quagsire, Swampert, Whiscash, Gastrodon, or Seismitoad lines, okay? So the Whiscash is the one he lands on here because of its connection to Catfish in Spain. That's the person's decision to land on Whiscash, which could still very well be the one that pans out here. However, people have suggested it was going to be the Quagsire line because of the Wooper looking Pokemon right here. You guys can make of it what you will. It could go either way, folks. It could absolutely go either way. But that is our water ground type. It seems like this is by large widely accepted as the cracking of this riddle here that was posted quite a while ago by Riddler Coup, by the way, quite a while ago. And well, it's very limited in scope of what it could be if we are in fact getting a water ground type. We have a very limited selection of what it could be. So that's what people are deciding there. So guys, I wonder what you make of this. I wonder if you guys who did see this before, thought it was fake, have really changed your mind now after hearing my arguments. Or if you still think it's completely fake or bogus, let me know what you think down below. Have I changed your mind? Do you think my arguments were strong enough to hold up in court against Johnny Depp or Amber Heard? Let me know. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for cracking the latest riddle, okay? Do let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think we did a good job at deciphering what we have here? Or do you still think this is completely fake and bogus? Honestly, I do think there's credibility to it. Solely because there is a lot of overlaps, and because of the arguments suggesting it's fake that were hashed out in this very long thread on 4chan, the arguments for that specifically were actually just fake, just full out wrong. So we cannot consider those arguments arguments anymore to suggest that this leak is just fake straight off the bat, okay? Because those arguments were just wrong. So I'm going to keep an open mind for this. I'm going to look out for any more overlaps, and I will, of course, let you guys in on that once I do have more information too. Drop a sub if you want to keep on top of the latest information leaks, Riddle, bam, 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 as well. Oh, we got a new giveaway coming tomorrow as well. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet because we're still waiting on an update for the bots. So hopefully we'll get something very, very juicy and exciting out for you tomorrow. Just keep your eyes peeled for the giveaway tomorrow. All right, guys, till the next video, have a good one. Till then, guys, bye.